before we get started, hey guys, I need your attention. I need everybody to turn around. I need everybody facing Mr. Oliver. We had a 3-day weekend, so that means that we have some work to do, okay? So you guys should be refreshed. Your brain should already hit their reset button for the 3 days, and we should be moving forward. So today, what you're gonna need today is a pen and you're gonna need some paper, okay? I have the paper, so I'm gonna pass you guys out some papers. So what I wanted to do today is I wanna kind of see where you guys are on writing an argument of essay. All right, I just wanna see if you guys can do those things, okay? So make sure you guys pull your pens out. Everybody who's playing beats with their pens and all that other good stuff, they just put our most of the pens down for a second. They just put them down. Just put them down. Just get it out your hands. Just stop. Just stop doing too much. Thank you. All right. So what I want to do today is I want to kind of just see where you guys are on writing an argument of essay. Okay. So I basically I seen a topic on the internet, right? And it is somewhat of a credible source, but you got to know if it's a credible source or not. All right, so that's up to you guys. Guys in the back. All right. So what I need you guys to do is just remember when you are writing your argument of essay, just look around the room at some of the ideas. Sweetheart, I'm gonna need you to go ahead and chill. All right. So what I need you guys to do is I need you to kind of look around the room and get ideas on how to write this argument of essay. All right, we already know the first thing you need from me, to write an argument of essay before you can start the argument is what? You need a hook, exactly. So I need you to be creative, whether you tell a story that leads up to what you're about to talk about, or a quotation, something somebody said. You can even start it off as a question, unusual detail, whatever the case may be, you know. What I need you guys is just look around the room, just all the things that we've talked about and write an argument of essay. We know we need a hook. After we get our hook, we also need to introduce the issue. Introduce the issue. What's the issue? What's the problem? All right? After you do that, you want to state your claim after you introduce the issue. All right? The issue may be that what we're going to be talking about is teenagers using too much screen time. All right, too much screen time. All right, I know some of you guys may think it's all right, but what you guys will notice about screen time is you get more done when you're not sitting in front of a screen. Fellas, I'm going to ask you one more time. No, sir. Not with all that talking. All right, so what I'm trying to tell you guys is we're going to be talking about screen time. So when you're introducing the topic or introducing screen time, like I said, you can start off with a hook. Maybe you can start off with something that relates to you. Like I said, you want to tell an amusing story or some type of story, which is what? When you're telling the story, what is that called? What is it called? No. So if I'm using a hook and I'm using some type of story, what is it called? An anecdote. It's called an anecdote. People, you got to look around the room. We've been working on this for 2 weeks. Huh? You can make a story up or just tell something that actually happened to you. If you use an anecdote, you might not use an anecdote. You might use some type of quotation, something your mom said. Boy, you better get off that phone or that screen or whatever the case may be. Also, when you guys are writing your essay, what I want you guys to remember is do not use personal pronouns. You know what I mean by using personal pronouns? Exactly. Let's come back. So those are the things I want you to avoid. I want you to be specific about what you're talking about. If you got to state his name, state that person's name, okay? Also, chronological order. We talked about that. You don't want to be all over the place. So what I advise you guys to do is just remember the template, and I have it on the board. Remember that writing argument template? It can help you and it can guide you into your writing. It can help you out. It can help you, come out with with a organized and a good paper, all right? So that's another thing. So don't forget this. You gotta stay claim. You gotta have your reasons of why you feel that way, or you might agree with them. I mean, just from my personal experience, like I'm off of all social media right now. I've been off of social media probably for maybe a month and a half. And I enjoy social media because I like interacting with my friends that I don't get to see often. But I've noticed since I've been off of social media, I've gotten more done. I've been, not necessarily more friends, but just getting more done. You know, I got more time to go work out. I can focus on certain things that I didn't normally focus on because I was sitting in front of my phone or sitting in front of my iPad or something like that. All right? Shh, come back. Let's come back. All right? So that's what we're going to deal with today. Okay? So our objective of today. All right, next person that talks. Now I'm talking. All right, the lead. That's my warning for everybody. All right, so our objective for today is students will be able to use argument of formula, which is our writing template, to write essay while capturing the reader's attention, okay? So you want to make it interesting. You want to make me want to read what you have. All right, also, I'm going to put this up if you need to look at the argument template. All right, so if you need to use this as a guide, you can use this as a guide. So we already going to have our topic. All right, we're already going to have our topic. So what I want you guys to do is use this and use this as a guide to help you formulate your paper. This is a formula, okay? We went over this already, right?
No.
We never, yes we did. Yes we did. We went over Friday. You guys should remember about argument of essay. How to construct one. What's wrong, man? You gotta do that? Alright. Alright, so here's a short video that I want you guys to watch. I want you to kind of pay attention to. If you have paper, I advise you guys to go ahead and take some type of notes, okay? So if you need paper before we get started, I'm gonna have somebody come around and pass out a couple sheets of paper to everybody. Yes, ma'am. You need paper? Okay, she's gonna do this. All right. Hold on. Huh? Oh, okay. She's gonna pass out on one side, and I have you pass it out on your side. So you take this side, she's gonna take that side. Thank you. And you can give them like 2 or 3 sheets. You can give them like 2 or 3 sheets apiece because you don't need it. How she teach you? Talking about like the bullet points and stuff like that? No. It's not an essay.
I know, that's no.
Yeah, now if you want to take notes and do it the way she taught you with the bullet points, yes. You can do that as far as when the video is going. You can take notes that way because you may need those notes to support your evidence on the paper that we're going to write. So make sure you guys are taking notes. Write down what you feel was important in this video. The video will not stop. Shh. Guys, I need your attention. Guys, I need your attention. Everybody tracking Mr. Oliver, please. Everybody just, yes. Shh. Guys, I need you to track Mr. Oliver. We're having a rough time this morning. We need to come back. Guys, once again, I need you tracking Mr. Oliver. Mouth and voices are off. How many times do I have to tell you guys? Voices are off. Now my next step is to ask you to leave the classroom. All right, so as far as the expectations for the video go, the video will not stop, okay? So you have to pay attention, you have to focus when you stop. Okay, so focus on the video and actually, write down what you can or write down what you feel is important to you, okay? So here we go. Take notes. need y'all to chill out, and I need y'all to pay attention. For those who are asking me to go to the restroom, I cannot reward you or give you that privilege if you guys are not doing the right things, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and start this video. I know, I'm gonna turn it up in a second, all right? All right, guys, here we go. Video is on, voices are off.
Yesterday, by Common Sense Media found half of all young people feel they are addicted to their devices.
I don't need no comments, just listen.
Adults think their kids are addicted too. And a third of parents and teens say they argue daily about screen time. Now, a new documentary explores this topic and offers ideas about what families might do to navigate these waters. William Branham is back with our look.
The documentary is called Screenagers, and in it, Dr. Delaney Rustin explores the complex relationship teenagers have with their screens. Both the pleasures they take in sharing their lives online with their friends, as well as the darker side, those who lose control of their digital habits and spiral into damaging behavior.
When I went to hug him, I could feel the bones in his back, and that was scary.
The film also looks at the latest research about the impact all this screen time has on the brains of young people.
You have a brain that is wired for what in psychology is called seeking behavior, the kind of thing that a Google search gives you. Something new, something stimulating, something different.
Throughout the film, Rustin also turns the camera on herself, exploring the real and all too common conflicts that flare up as she and her family haggle over screen time.
What should the rules be? We don't have any right now.
I don't think the rules should be the rules. It's not like I'm on it 24/7.
When you have it, you're always checking it, and I don't you think that
Well, if you put this in front of me, yes, I will go
So by the show of hands, what are your thoughts on this? Just by the show of hands, just give me your thoughts on that, real fast. Gotcha, come on. All right, so how do you feel about watching this? Like, do you think that young people spend too much time in front of the screen? I mean, honestly, I mean, by the show of hands, who think that young people spend too much time in front of the screen? All right, how many people do not feel that they spend enough time in front of the screen? So for the people who do not feel that way, such as Tegon, tell me why you feel that way. Why don't you feel like you spend enough time in front of the screen?
Because you know, it's like, let's say,
Let him talk. I thought you had to go to the restroom. Did you go? Who's go? You heard the conversation, you want to stay there, didn't you? Come on, let me hear you.
so let's say if we be here like, let's say all week, and we come home, and we don't watch no TV, like on the weekends. If we do go home and watch, we deserve to watch TV because we've been here mostly all week.
All right, so let's take the TV away. Let's talk about our phones or our tablets that we're in front of. So let me hear you. I'm coming to you next. Shh, shh, shh. So I'm just saying, like when would you actually have to call it? Like, do you mean like in class? Quiet. Anything can happen, okay? So let's just take away the 911 calls. Let's just talk about the things that you do on there. You're playing video games on there. You're on YouTube, Instagram, Snapchat, and all these other things. Those are the things, right? And I see people on Fortnite on the phones. So those are the things that we're talking about. So when we're talking about screen time, we're talking about things that when you're on the phone, you're actually on YouTube, you're actually on social media. And I think majority of us, even adults, spend a lot of time on social media. All right? So how many people think when they said that social media or screen time is somewhat of a drug, how many people believe that? Somewhat of like a drug. No, I'm saying you gotta listen. Instagram, social media, those things, YouTube, are those things are like, when they said they're like drugs, how many of you think screen time is like drugs? By the show of hands. By the show of hands, how many don't think it's like a drug or it's addictive? I just need hands, y'all. I don't need, if you want to speak, just raise your hand. Come on, Chris.
You are able to control yourself. So, I mean, it's kind of like a drug and it's not kind of like a drug. Because that's the same thing.
What do that mean? What do that mean? All right, so let me tell you guys this. All right. First and foremost, when you do anything too much, it's a drug. Okay? Huh? Reading? Nah, that's different. That's different. Hey guys, down. I need everybody quiet. You hear? Yes, sir.
Is school like a drug?
No, see what you guys are doing is you guys are missing the point. You guys are missing the point. The point that we're trying to get across to you guys is too much